Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Here's a Masters of Night, The Dark City. It's a Kickstarter expansion, but not really. So the front of the box is okay. I mean, it's not going to be on retail shelves. Really, you know, these kind of things don't really need to be. You're going to get a look at the rulebook per se, but it's really just a letter to Kickstarter backers. It tells you what content is in here, and it tells you how to utilize them. So if you want to use certain tiles, you remove other tiles, and what cards kind of go with them. It's kind of weird. There's some balancing tips of the game if you want to make it easier or harder. You're going to get a book of stories about each of the characters. I haven't read this. It's not really my thing, but, you know, if you wanted this, here it is. Then you're going to get a new character, which will be Dolph. He'll work exactly the same, except for everybody has unique powers. So after you complete an expose, agent's access spin up to 1 blood per agent you expose. In this way, for each blood, you increase the track by 1. Sword of Darkness. In each district with another vampire, remove explode agents up to the amount of the track you spent. These vampires increase their kill count as if they eliminated the agents removed in the district. If there's more than 1 vampire in the same district, choose only 1 to increase. So, pretty good. He's probably better with 4 to 5 people than on a smaller scale. He really helps out. And I got these art sheets that came with it. I mean, the artwork is very nice, but I wouldn't know what to do with this, really. So, I don't think there's any gameplay mechanism. I think it's... And I didn't log into Kickstarter to see what was going on here, but I think it's just art. You're going to get these player boards. Now, these are probably worth the price of admission because it's nice to be able to put this in here and not have it move anywhere. Like, this is actually fairly nice to have, and then your character would fit right in here, as you can see. And this I actually do like quite a bit. I don't know if it's worth buying all this for, but you get enough for the 5 players. You're going to have these upgraded things. I mean, these are okay. These are actually metal. Replace the cardboard. I think these are fine. The sigils that they have aren't very good because they don't have the information on it. See, dials. After resolving the event card, immediately remove all agents from this district. That's nice. But, I mean, is the sigil... This looks cooler. Maybe if you put it on here, but it covers up. I don't know. It just seems not very helpful. Having the actual power, maybe have it in front of you. But I couldn't... I don't know. It's okay. You're going to have these blood tokens. You've seen these in a lot of games that replace the blood. It's fine. I wasn't crazy about these little cardboard pieces of blood that you get, but, I mean, these are probably better, sure. You're going to have bases for all the minis, if you want that. You're going to have this first player token that's, like, metal, but I think the other one was just fine. I didn't really need this. And look, this is the same insert from the base game, so when you have this, it doesn't fit in there any longer, okay? Here's your token for him if you don't have the minis, but of course you do because you bought this. You're going to get some new cards in here, okay? So you have some relic cards and some new events that you can see through here. You're going to have some new events, which are fine. You know, these are good. More variety is good. You got some blank ones. Sorry, I've been over this before. I don't want to design my own games. Maybe some people like that. I don't. Some new ones. Arcane Key. Once per round, maybe decrease the track by 1. Use the effect of your Dread Sigil. Gut of Protection. Once per round, if a minion is about to be removed, you may spin a blood and leave the minion in play. Any effect of removing the minion still applies. Heart Blood Ruby. If you become drained, you immediately recover, which is pretty nice. Soil of the Motherland. When you resolve this event card, if you add 1 or more agents to your district, do not decrease. You can use the night effect of any district as if you were in that district. After the effect resolves, spin a blood. I like that one quite a bit. So just some different variety, which is always really, really helpful, I think, in these type of games. You're going to get a bunch of new areas on the board. This is very, very nice. Now, I don't know if mine has a misprint or not, but I've contacted the company, but slums and sewers are on both sides, so I can't use both of them in the game. Slums, once per round, you spin a blood as shown without spending AP, and you can change the value of a die, remove an agent, or recruit a minion. In the sewers, when agents appear in a district during an event card resolution, you don't have to decrease that. And then I end up with a blank one, so I'm thinking this was a misprint, so I've requested a new one. Ares is a pretty good company, so I'm sure they will. Graveyard, spend a 1 AP and use 2 dice the same value to recruit a minion. Do not increase the track. Once per round, spend an AP and 2 blood to draw a relic, and spend 1 AP and discard a relic to draw a new one. So you can kind of fish for what you're looking for. I like getting more relic cards. I think they're fun, you know, having these awesome abilities in the game, and getting these other than just the museum or a random card is very nice. So a lot of these 2 or 3 of these focus on getting relic cards. It's a great thing. So now we're going to have these miniatures that you're going to see here. You know, you have tokens in the original game. So it's going to give you some agents and minions that you can utilize. Now you're going to have differing levels of effect with these, depending on what you think. So you're going to have your minions that will be here. And these are the female variant, and they will be here. You know, not your most detailed. This isn't a CMON game that you're getting with a whole bunch of stuff. Here is your new character that you will have in here. You can see he comes around. Very cool looking. Very regal. And then all of the minions, let's see here. You got the male version of the minion, so if you want to put a male one. All the tokens in the base game were female and male on each side. So these are fairly nice, you know, minis for what they are. And these will be the agents. Now, the problem with the agent minions are they look great. I think probably some of the most attractive minions or miniatures in here. The problem is there's no way to say if this is revealed or not. Some people have been laying them down or whatever, but it really doesn't work that well with the minions. You really need the tokens for them. So they're kind of pointless in a lot of ways. And you can see I haven't even painted mine. And I don't really play with them because the tokens are just fine. These miniatures, you don't need the miniatures in this game. So what do I think about this game? Okay, I think the locations are good, especially if I can get mine fixed. These player boards are amazing. Getting a new character is always great. This metal stuff is junk. You don't need this. The miniatures are pointless in this game. And I'm a miniature guy, and I'm not just saying that lightly. They're not very good. The extra cards are fine. I think that's great. Add some variety to this is very good. So, do you need this? Probably not. This is probably a vanity thing. You know, it's really just Kickstarter extras. You know, this complete thing. You're paying a lot for these miniatures, and they're pointless. And the agent ones you can't even use unless you have to find a way to use them. The tokens have great artwork. They're in color. I think they look great. And I'm a miniature guy, so take that with a grain of salt. I mean, he's upgraded blood. Yeah, it's fine. It's better than this. I'm all for upgraded components, but you know, I can get something like this for $1. I don't need to buy Kickstarter for it. The extra character is nice if you're gonna be playing with 4 or 5 people. I usually play with less than that, but there you go. Overall, this is probably one you can skip when I wasn't that high on. I do like the game quite a bit, so if you want the extra stuff, I think there's nothing wrong with that. But that's my thoughts on the Dark City expansion.